What's going on, family? I just wanted to come make a quick video today, kind of express shift in my channel. That's not the main topic today. The main topic today is probably gonna be AI and what I think about it. I kind of tell y'all what I think about AI. I give a brief description of how I'm qualified, kinda, to talk about AI. Kinda qualified, maybe not the most qualified, but kinda qualified. Just give y'all a breakdown of what's going on. So the channel shift is mostly gonna be, I think I'm gonna start doing these car talk videos, so y'all can hear a little, a little V8 rumble, while I'm communicating. So I think that's the main shift in my channel as of right now. I do have a car channel that I only have one video right now, but I do got a car channel that I do kind of POVs on. I'm kind of getting some more equipment right now to do, some POV drives. So that's going to be the focus of that channel. The focus of this channel is going to be just what it is: tech, finances, and business for the most part. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to the drive. It's probably gonna be a quick little drive today. I just got a couple topics to cover. So let me kind of clarify my how I'm qualified to talk about AI. I have been working for a big software. It's not really a software company, but for the most part, it's a software company. We are definitely a Fortune 500 company. We're probably a Fortune 100 company. We probably are a Fortune 50 company at this point. But it's not really in the big tech. It's not a FANG company, but it's a pretty big tech company. I've been working for this tech company for a while, a little over close to 3 years now. I've been doing mostly data stuff, and I've just transitioned into a AI role for the most part. I'm doing some AI engineering, AI system engineering, different things within AI. So let me talk about where I think AI stands as far as being used from a business perspective. So we all know the integration of ChatGPT coming around, Bard, some of these other language models. Let me just give you a basis of what I think these models are used for. So most of the time, these models are used for creating emails, making small tasks easier, leveraging AI to make small tasks easier, and making you more efficient at your job for the most part. What I don't think AI is good at is, people may think, but AI is not really good at coding. AI is not good at very complex problem solving. Very complex problem solving can be very difficult for any large language model. Large language models are built for just what it says, language, not necessarily problem solving. I've used just about all the AI models: Bard, Copilot, ChatGPT. I haven't really dabbled with all the rest of them. I've seen stuff like Claude, which is, it's a large language model, but I think it's built to help developers or something like that with code. But I've used my fair share of language models, right? So I haven't got a language model to build me anything software related at a high level. And personally, I don't really like code. I'm not a full stack developer by any means. My job is more or less data engineering. So I deal with data. And even my AI engineering is more or less system engineering. So all of the background work is done. I'm just leveraging the technologies to be used for AI work within business perspective, or from a business standpoint. So with that being said, so let's just talk about the main three right now. Bard, that's readily available to the public and a lot of people know about, which is Bard, Copilot, and ChatGPT. ChatGPT has done an amazing job learning how to solve complex problems. Bard does not solve complex problems well, and Copilot does not solve complex problems well, especially with coding, especially with math, very analytical stuff or math heavy stuff. Bard and Copilot does not handle those well. ChatGPT, on the other hand, handles them well, but not the best. You can't go build a website just using ChatGPT or any other large language model for that matter, right? Because it just doesn't work. You still have to know what you're doing in order to prompt these large language models to be effective. I think. Actually, I'm gonna get some gas. I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Um, so yeah, I think you still have to prompt these models to be efficient at their jobs, right? So, um, that's my stance on who do I think benefits the most from using any of these large language models. I think who benefits the most is probably people who need repetitive tasks done efficiently, and also people who need very small code snippets done faster, right? If you don't know how to do something and you want to look it up, I think it's easy for you to be like, "Hey, ChatGPT, I need X, Y, and Z done. How can I implement this into my code?" And I think ChatGPT will spit you out Bard, Copilot, any of the large language models that you're using. I think it'll spit you out decent code, but you'll still have to tweak it. I don't think it'll be great out of the box. You will still have to tweak it to your liking, tweak it to how you want to use it. And that shifts me to, let's talk about it from a business standpoint. Let's talk about AI from a business standpoint. Do I think AI is good enough right now to take positions? A lot of companies right now are selling a dream saying AI, oh yeah, the wide body scat is tough. He just got it too. Oh, it's pretty. But yeah, so do I think in the current position is AI good enough to take jobs? And I think it depends on what you're doing, right? I think repetitive task jobs or jobs that can be done using language will be the jobs that are taken the fastest. We are not at a point where tech jobs should be even touched. And I think a lot of companies are on the AI wave, like, oh yeah, we need AI systems. AI systems are taking junior developer jobs. AI systems are gonna do all of the coding for us. Oh, we need prompt engineers. Oh, we need people that know how to prompt. Oh, we need people that this is the new wave. Nobody needs to learn how to code anymore. We need to learn how to prompt. And I think that's gonna backfire on a lot of companies. I think maybe in 3 to 4 years, if AI keeps accelerating, then in the next 3 to 4 years, maybe AI will be good enough to take junior level development jobs. Because if you AI can't solve new problems because AI is based off of historical data, or at least data that has been fed. So if we have engineering solutions to solve a new problem, there's no way you can use AI to solve that problem. It may be able to take historical data and be like, this is how we solved a similar problem in the past, but it can't go any further than that, than to solve what it knows when it knows it. So using historical data or using any data that's I need to go that way. Using historical data or using any data that's previous to try and create a new solution, it won't work. In AI and in its state right now, even if it seems good to somebody that can't develop, even if it seems good to somebody that's a new developer, and I won't lie, I use AI for a certain task, but I use AI for more or less syntax reasons. If I feel like my syntax is off or I'm getting an error on something, I'll put it in whatever code editor I can for my business, right? Or put it in whatever chat GPT model or large language model that my company is using to, keep internal data secret, whatever. But I put it in there, and then I'll be like, hey, can you find out why I'm getting this error? And I use it a lot for error. Oh my goodness, this lady almost hit me. I use it a lot for error finding than I use it for developing new code. And even if I say, hey, ChatGPT or whatever, Copilot, whatever I'm using, hey, can you develop me we need this to develop a new whatever. It may come close, but I'm gonna still have to do a lot of changing of everything that, the code is doing. So basically it's a waste of time. And I have smart engineers on my team, and for the most part, one of the projects that I've been working on is how can I implement stuff that they've done to create our own code editor within with an AI or large language model. That way, we're using internal data to spit out code snippets that we would use from our data for repetitive tasks. And that way, you know, that cuts down on engineering time by like 80 or 90%. But does that mean we don't need engineers? No. That because it's not going to be right every time. And also, some people are better at some stuff than other people. So if you get rid of people because you feel like you found the holy grail of solutions, then you're gonna be lost somewhere. And I think that's what companies are not understanding. They're jumping on the AI wave. They're getting rid of people, laying off people because they think AI is the next big thing. And going back to when I said it's gonna bite them, what I mean by it's gonna bite them is like AI is just not good enough at the current point or the current standpoint to create anything. If you try and prompt engineer a whole website, you're gonna get trash. Like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Even if you take, let's just say for instance, you take one of the biggest websites, Facebook, Meta, Amazon, whatever, Walmart, I don't care what you use. If you take one of the biggest websites and you copy all of that code to create this one thing and you put it in an AI system or a large language model, you try and copy and paste and put it back, the system is gonna break. It will not recognize that code. AI is not good enough to do anything in tech right now. It's not. It's just not. So I want people to get out of the narrative that they think AI is gonna take tech jobs. I don't think it is. I think it'll take, repetitive task jobs, writing jobs, things that, can be done as from a writing standpoint, like documentation, stuff like that. If anybody needs documentation done or something like that, those are the jobs that large language models are gonna take in the next 2 years. So stop letting companies scare people, because at the end of the day, they're gonna scare everybody out of a job and it's gonna come back to bite people. I'm not saying AI is not gonna be a valuable tool that can be used later. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying in the next 4 to 5 years, the AI is not gonna be good enough to do a lot of stuff. But right now, it's just not good. We'll be closed August 5th and 6th. Oh yeah, they're closed. My bad. It's the 5th and 6th. So AI is not good enough right now in its current state to do anything that will take even junior level positions. Because I was watching another YouTuber, NeetCode.io, or his website is NeetCode.io, but NeetCode on YouTube and Prime. I don't want to butcher his name. I forgot it actually, but I think it's like Prime Time or something like that. He's a coder. They talked about this specific subject where these large language models are not good enough right now to take any positions at a junior level or code anything substantial or of effectiveness right now. And I agree. I've tried just about every coding platform, large language model, and none of them work great. And even I think, like I said, the Prime guy, I think his name is Prime something. Even the Prime guy spoke to, where does AI level off? Like, where does it stop? Where does it keep growing at an exponential rate, or does it level off and like not, not get any better, or does it? What I think will happen, he also said, does it kind of regurgitate the same information to itself and start putting out bad code, because it's been filled with so much bad code that it turns into this thing that just spits out bad code. And if you're training it on code that works, okay, but how do you know what code works and what doesn't work? How do you feed it code that works, right? Because the only thing I can think of how you can train a model to actually work is if you feed it a full website of code that somebody has done and it works, and then, you know, tell that person to draw from that template. And even if you did that, the person that's using the template will still have to know how to change the code to fit what they want. Everybody can't be around here with the same site. Everybody can't be around here with using the same code. It doesn't work like that. So so from from an effectiveness standpoint, I don't think AI is overall good right now. And when ChatGPT came out, I thought it was the best thing ever. Granted, I didn't really know how to code. I still don't really know how to code, to be honest. It's from a web development standpoint, I don't know how to code. When it comes to data engineering and Python and data, from a data standpoint, I'm fairly decent at what I do. From a web dev standpoint, I'm not the guy to talk to for that. And even NeetCode and the other Prime guy, they have spoke from a web development side of things. So, and they're saying what I'm telling you all for the most part, that it's just not good enough for that yet. So that's just my standpoint. I don't think people should be fear mongered into thinking that jobs will be gone. AI is taking everything, is doing everything, blah blah blah. It's not. AI won't. I don't think even in the next 3 to 5 years, AI will be good enough to do anything. And the next big company that comes out and says, "Hey, AI is the next big thing. Use this AI. It's amazing." Take a look. Take a step back and look at, is that company funding or funded by any of the AI technologies that they're saying is great. If AI tells you, or if Microsoft tells you Copilot is the next big thing or the next best thing, of course they're gonna let you spend that $20 to at least try it. I spend like 20 something dollars on OpenAI a month on ChatGPT. I think probably Copilot Pro is the same price. Bard AI is the same price, or Gemini, whatever it's called, Bard, Gemini, I don't know. I think it's Gemini now. It's $20 a month. So if they're saying these AI things are the next big thing, they can solve problems and solve code, solve technological problems at enormous rates, of course they're gonna tell you that. They're trying to make money. They're a company trying to make money. So you do your own research and see if that actually works for you. And if AI can work for you, find out how to leverage it in a way that it does work for you. If you need something done repetitively, certain tasks done repetitively, use it. Be like, "Hey, I need this done 15 times. Please do it for me." And I promise you, for stuff like that, it'll work. Businesses that want to implement AI into their systems. Now I kind of want to shift and talk about business businesses, small businesses, medium businesses, whatever. Businesses can shift and use AI such as chatbots for online web, web questions. I think chatbots will be amazing for online web questions. I think AI will be great for solving business problems coming from stemming from data analytics, how we're using certain data. Can you pinpoint, can you look at this table and this graph and this chart? I think ChatGPT does a good job at this. Can you look at this graph, table, chart, CSV file, whatever? Can you look at this file and tell me what are some of our strengths and weaknesses as far as what we're selling and what we're doing? And it'll give you pretty straightforward answers. I think stuff like that can be implemented at a pretty good level for small businesses, for companies that really need AI to use to gain business knowledge. That will be the most effective route for small businesses and for businesses to use this technology. I don't think firing, getting rid of people for AI technology is the way, but big companies are going to jump on that wave, and a lot of people are going to lose their jobs to AI. And don't quote me on that. I don't really know. But from what I'm seeing, working in the tech industry, a lot of layoffs and stuff, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs to artificial intelligence. Ultimately, most of them people are going to get their job back because the companies are going to figure out that this technology is not good enough or not as good as they thought it was for doing what they need it to do. And I think that's the biggest thing. So let's cut out the fear mongering. Let's cut out the thinking that it's over because of AI, because it's not. And this is coming from somebody that actually works with this technology every day. Like, I've literally shifted into an AI role, trying to solve some business problems with AI, and I don't think it's good enough to solve half of the business problems that it's meant to solve. So all in all, I think AI will be great for leveraging business, learning more about your business, um, and I think that's what it's going to be for the next 2 to 3 years. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'll link my driving channel or my car channel down below if you want to subscribe. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'm finally done. Sorry for the long rant, but I'll be posting more videos. If you like the video, like it, give me comments, give me feedback on what I need to do better next time. Thank y'all for tuning in.